I don't sound like an idiot. Appeal to Reason, that was the last album, right?
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. I just wanted to make sure.
It's getting old now, though, so I can see where you see my minutes.
All right. Hi, it's Tim. We are backstage at Rock on the Range, and Tim from Rise Against has stopped by. How's it going, man?
It's going great. Thanks for having me.
Now, we talked not too long ago about Hero of War and the fact that we chatted on the phone, in case you forgot. And I asked you about Hero of War, and I said, you know, there was some people who were kind of like, weren't sure if you were anti-war, anti-America, and I think you cleared it all up for us. And but is there anything you want to explain about Hero of War?
Yeah, I guess like, and I love people that they're listening to the song and like interpreting different ways, but Hero of War is a song that's not about all soldiers, but it's definitely about us soldier in the song. I think there's a lot of soldiers who can identify with it. And it was our attempt to have an honest conversation about war, not a conversation that you might find in a military recruitment commercial during the Super Bowl, but a conversation that you might get from a soldier if the cameras off and the mics off, conversations that I was having with soldiers, and a song that I felt like needed to be out there, you know, not just for as a benchmark in our generation for what our sons and daughters were going through, but also for soldiers who feel alone and they feel weird for feeling the way they do, you know what I mean? And the song is a way to reach out and say, hey, if you feel like this, you're not alone. And if you don't feel like this, then the song doesn't really apply to you. You know what I mean? If you're going through your career and you've really got no issues that you're dealing with, that's cool. You know? I think that when someone tells me like, oh, you know, your song is about this soldier who makes mistakes, but yo, I'm a soldier, I never made mistakes, so your song is bullshit. You know? And it's like, well, it's kind of like if I was like a nerd in high school, and I was, and and if I wrote songs about how my high school life was torturous and my adolescence was getting made fun of my whole life, and so I wrote a song about how I overcame that, and for somebody like the all-star quarterback to come in and be like, hey man, I heard your song about high school, it wasn't like that. It's right. Like, well, it wasn't like that for you, but you know what? It was like that for me. That's kind of how I look at the song. Maybe it's not like that for you if you're out there in the front lines, but it is like that for one of the guys next to you who's dealing with these emotions and doesn't know how to verbalize them, doesn't want to go talk to like a military psychologist about it. They feel alone, and so the song is there to make them feel less alone.
Definitely a very polarizing song, though.
It is, yeah.
And a big success for you guys. And now Savior, the follow-up, that's a huge song as well. I mean, did you guys expect this album, Appeal to Reason, to be so big?
No, I never expect anything we do to be that big, to be honest. I mean, I come from a real humble punk and hardcore background, and this whole world is like strange territory for me. You know, I grew up going to shows in basements and bowling alleys, and so, and listening to bands that never sold more than 10,000 records, and those were my idols. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I wanted to one day be as big as Hot Water Music. You know what I mean? Like, and so this stuff is just, it's a whole new world, and we just appreciate the opportunity to be playing for such a huge audience and provoking some thought and turning some heads, and it's like it's been a really cool trip.
And I find it interesting, everybody in the band lives the straight edge lifestyle.
3 of us do, 1 of us doesn't.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And can you explain what that lifestyle is?
True. It's funny that you even used the word lifestyle. I was reading an interview with Ian MacKaye from Minor Threat and Fugazi, who was like, he'll argue as the founder of straight edge, but he certainly coined the term. And he was saying, so these aren't my words, but he was saying, he's like, somebody once called it a straight edge lifestyle, and he's like, it's not a lifestyle. Like, not doing drugs is not a lifestyle. Doing drugs is a lifestyle. You know, not drinking is not a lifestyle. Like, getting wasted every night is a lifestyle. You know what I mean? And so in a lot of ways, like, I think that it's simply a decision. That's kind of how I have chosen to walk through this world. You know what I mean? That's the way I've chosen to do it. But my choice is never an indictment of anybody else's choices. I think that's the one thing that I think the people who are really into straight edge and what it's done for them, like, really want to get across, is that it's not about judging, it's not about excluding. I never want to be a part of something that's like excluding people. I want to be part of something that's including people. You know what I mean?
Right. So you're not going to look down on people that aren't straight edge.
I don't, my best friends. Trust me, I'm 31. I'm the minority. All right. You know what I mean? Like if I look down on people, I wouldn't have any friends. You know what I mean? Right. Like, my best friends, you know what I mean, are partiers, and they were when I was 15, and they are when I'm 31. I was just that kid in the back of the car being like, no, I don't want it. I'm good. You know what I mean? That's it.
Right. No, I can totally understand that, man. Well, thank you so much for stopping by.
Yeah.
Have fun at Rock on the Range. And what are you guys going to be doing this summer? Do you know?
European festivals and Bonnaroo.
So if you want to see Rise Against, get a plane ticket. Thanks you so much, man.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.